Step into the mind of the unknown, where we dive deep into the unique human experience, where we blend the dark and the light. I'm your host Fabian, this is my co-host Sam, and welcome to Anything Evil.
Yo,
what's good?
Welcome
y'all?
back, guys. It's Friday. You know what that means. Brand new episode of Anything Evil.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you for being here. If you guys ain't following us on our socials, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all that good stuff, please follow us at anything_evil. We have a lot of big news, and I know we've been saying this for a long time too, but this time we're for real. Next episode, something big is going to change.
Yeah, I know we're always keeping you guys, cliffhangers and stuff, but, be patient with us, guys. A lot of stuff is hitting us faster than intended, so.
Crazy fast, too.
We're trying to settle in, trying to figure things out.
And it's only like, what?
Yeah, and this is episode 10.
Day? Yeah,
episode 10, bro. So, first of all, I want to say congrats to Fabian and this podcast, because, we hit 10 episodes, which is very exciting. To say the least, because we didn't expect to get this far, honestly. And for those of you who keep showing up week in, thank you guys. Again, I know, we always seem like a broken record, but we're very appreciative of you guys. Without you guys, this isn't possible. So, and again, to those day ones that stuck with us, thank you guys so much. We appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And like I said, if you're not following us, please follow us at anything_evil. That's where you can get in contact with us, give us any feedback, any suggestions, any cool stuff, any memories you guys want to talk about, or any episodes you guys would like us to do,
Yeah, let us know at the bottom in the comment section what's been your guys' favorite episode so far.
Yeah.
And again, we always welcome suggestions of what you guys want to hear. So let us know, man.
Yes, sir. All right. So New Year's just happened. Big dog, are you keeping yourself accountable? Are you still doing your New Year's resolutions?
So for most of them, yeah. I've been hitting the gym. I've been eating cleaner. Been drinking more water.
Nice.
Surprisingly, I'm down 2 pounds.
All right. That's
I know you
start.
can't see it,
That's
but we're getting it. I almost bought new heads for my drum set.
Oh, yeah.
But the only thing is I forgot the sizes, so I got to get the sizes down again, get those replaced. And honestly, bro, I've had a few people reach out to produce stuff for them, so I'm excited for that. So hopefully, yeah, man. I mean,
that's good.
I'm going to be busy this year from what it seems like already.
Nice.
But I'm blessed and happy for that, man. How about yourself?
Yeah, I've been drinking nothing but water, which is really sad and boring.
Weird.
I've been like, I could drink like a Powerade right now. That's water. I could drink a vitamin water, but it's just like, I think we went out the other day too. We went out to a restaurant, and they had like this drink that I always get. It's a black cherry Coke, or it's a black cherry soda. And I always get it every single time I go there. It's like my staple.
But you can't even drink like sugar-free sodas, or what? Are you just trying to stay away?
I'm just trying not to drink it anymore,
okay,
man.
I respect it, bro.
All the carbonation and just the chemicals and all that shit, and I just, if I didn't drink it then at that restaurant at BJ's, shout out BJ's.
I mean, low key, bro, I'm shocked because all of us got strawberry lemonades, fool, and you were just there with your water. All triste.
I know, and I'm telling you, I usually get that black cherry Coke or whatever it is, and I love it. I get like 20 of those, but nah, man, trying to stick to it, trying to hold on. I've been playing guitar, I've been taking it to work, only playing in my lunch. If my bosses hear this shit, I only play on my lunch. And I've been playing. I may perform a song for my goddaughter for her 15, since I'm going to be a padrino this year.
Oh, that's who you're going to be a padrino for.
Yeah, for 15.
Snap.
All serious.
Damn, she's 15?
Yeah.
Oh, she can't be 15 already.
No, not my niece.
Oh.
My niece is like, I think 2 years.
Yeah, I was about to say she's the same age as Jonathan.
My wife's niece.
Oh, okay. Man, I was tripping out, bro. I was like, God damn.
No, but I may, because I was playing the little riff, and then my wife heard it and she was like, "Oh my god, you should totally play that song.
You're the greatest guitar player ever, Fabian."
Oh my god, that's like the typical quinceañera song. So she's kind of giving me like the porras, right? Like the
Yeah, support, boy.
the support
The
to,
hype,
to
yeah.
learn that song and potentially play it. She's telling her niece, and it may be that song, and I may perform it. So, that's pretty much it. That's been sticking through it. I haven't been working out yet, but I'm planning on doing that soon. It is only the first 2 weeks of January, so
Nah, we got time, bro.
think
I mean,
cool.
you know,
think I have time.
the gyms are packed, so
Like you said,
obviously
yeah.
I'm excited for that to die out. You know,
Like you
but
said. But yeah, that's pretty much how the beginning of this year's been. But crazy, bro. Like, apart from our resolutions, we're still sticking to it, which is good to hear. This year has already been crazy
yeah, it has.
already, bro. And we want to share something with you guys, but we're not 100% like on it. Something serendipitous happened recently with Sam purchasing some new equipment, and if it does happen to go all the way through with our plans, we're speaking to this gentleman. We'll let you know that whole story. It is a crazy story.
Yeah, it's exciting, dog. And like Faye was mentioning, it is something that we can't technically talk about just yet because we're still in the works. There's a lot of talks,
But
and
it's
things to be done.
It's big news, though.
But it is big news, exciting news. Honestly,
Yeah.
news that we just didn't expect. Honestly, it kind of just fell on my lap, and hopefully it's something that does work out at the end of the day. But other than that, we do have exciting news because now we get to talk about the first guest that we're gonna have on this
Yep.
podcast,
Yep.
brother.
So, the first guest, it's always hard to pick who it is, and I feel like it needs to be someone special, right? So,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
we were brainstorming on who we want to get, right? Obviously, somebody that we know, that we have, the means to get. But we overall chose my older brother, because he's doing stuff for the community. He's doing stuff with his passion, his passion project, which is Dream Slam Wrestling. So we're gonna have my older brother as our first guest, Christian. He's gonna be on here next week.
And shout out to that fool because obviously he's the one who gave us the opportunity to post up and have Fabian make his first $5,
Oh, yeah.
selling his stuff. So,
Sir.
obviously we want to be able to give back because
Yeah.
that fool's already helped us out.
Oh yeah.
So it would only make sense to have that fool as our first guest on the show. So we're very excited to have Christian on. We're excited to have that conversation with him. So
Yeah,
hopefully you guys are excited as we are because I've known Christian since I was a kid, bro. Obviously.
He's a good dude. He's a straight up shooter. It might get deep, obviously. I know all his fucking secrets and all that good stuff. So, and then we've shared our life experiences together, me and him. So it might get deep. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and obviously it's going to be our first guest, guys.
I may
so
have you totally lead on that. But
Nah, I mean,
we'll
we're going to feed off the energy, bro.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
But for the listener, guys, it's obviously going to be our first guest. So obviously this is going to be completely brand new to us. So we're hoping that, having a third person on, obviously as a guest, works, with the audio and everything. We don't want to talk over each other. So
yeah.
at the end of that episode, guys, we would like to hear some feedback from you guys to know, like, if you guys enjoy that aspect and, and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, man. So I'm excited to have him on next week.
Yes, sir. So, yeah, our first guest, look out for that. Owner of Dream Slam Wrestling. If you ain't following Dream Slam yet, go ahead and do so at Dream Slam Wrestling. That is my brother's wrestling promotion. We'll appreciate any love and support for him. And also, this is also an open invitation for any other guests that would like to come on. Please let us know. Again, follow us on our socials. Let us know there. Just, give us a DM or a comment. Say, hey, I have a fucking bone to pick or something. You know what I mean? I got something to say.
Yeah, and like obviously, so the layout for that from now on, guys, obviously how we want to do it, it's going to be pretty much 2 guests per month. So every other episode that we put out is going to have a guest on it. So, I guess the first week we'll have a regular episode. Second week, however it falls through. But yeah, so we're excited for that. Hopefully you guys are stoked too. But let's get into this episode, brother. Let's see what are we gonna talk about today, doggy?
All right, man. Well, today, this is one of my wife's fears. Yeah, I thought it'd be something funny to talk about, as she kind of gave me the idea. Today we want to talk about natural disasters.
Oh, damn.
Yep, she has a big ass fear of like earthquakes. She gets scared after like every like little trailer passes by our house and the the ground shakes. And she said, "Is that an earthquake?" And I always say, "Yes, it was."
You're a fucking dick.
Hold on, hold on tight.
Hold on to me, babe.
You know what I mean? But yeah, natural disasters. And then the more I did some research about it, we've actually lived through a couple natural disasters, believe it or not.
Well, yeah, bro. I mean,
probably since let's see, yeah, we have like, I think we probably have like a total like of 20 natural disasters that we've gone through. Obviously, unfortunately, we live in California, so there's a bunch of wildfire here, sadly, which would cause a natural disaster. But a lot of them happen like in the the Asian hemisphere area, like the Australia, Japan, China, India, all that stuff. So we want to talk about all that stuff. We want to see if you guys are afraid of that stuff too, right? So we're talking tsunamis, we're talking tornadoes, we're talking earthquakes, we're talking cyclones, and even hailstorms, because Australia had a hailstorm and it was pretty crazy. Yeah, so we'll be talking about that. So, Big Dog, are you afraid of any of those natural disasters?
Honestly, bro, I don't know if you remember as a kid the movie Twister.
Yeah, I love that movie.
Which is funny because I didn't know that. I always assumed that natural disasters just happen everywhere in the sense like everybody gets the same stuff. But no, obviously we don't get tornadoes out here. So when I found out, I was like, oh, cool. Tornadoes only happen like in Texas and like the middle part of the country and stuff. I was like, cool, but it sucks for them. Because imagine you're just chilling with your kids and then you hear that alarm that goes off. Because that's one thing that I'm terrified of is that alarm when something's about to happen. Yeah. You're like, oh, what's going on?
You mean like the air raid?
The air raid and all that stuff, you know. But to see just a little gush of wind turn into a fucking massive tornado, dog.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, bro, I wouldn't like. Shout out to those people that like obviously study tornadoes and like they film them and they get super close to them, and it's just, to me, that's just completely insane, bro.
The Midwest and shit. I think we get at least 6 tornadoes a year over there, man. And it's pretty sad when you see like, bro, they like these, obviously tornadoes, they have a mind of their own and, it's God's will and it just takes farms, just beats shit up. I saw a sad video of like older lady, like after like the tornado just flattened her whole community, her whole like neighborhood.
That's crazy.
She was talking and her little puppy dog was like under the rubble, bro.
Oh.
Luckily it was alive though. Good news.
Okay, good. I was about to get all sad, bro.
They ended up getting it out safely, but it's just sad, bro, and it's very scary that like that it's those things exist,
Mother Nature, bro.
Yeah, it's a trip.
Getting her get back.
And actually, I think like now, we never used to get tornadoes, but now we get tornado warnings here in California because it's getting kind of like the climate has been changing.
Well, I know we have like the
worldwide.
Santa Ana winds here, obviously nothing compared to that, but I know even there's times like we used to have a little tent in my backyard. And that shit would end up in the neighbor's house, bro, because like how strong the winds would get here. But yeah, bro, for me, I mean, obviously, like for tornadoes, it's crazy, and like I think the second one that I fear that I guess we technically don't get much here is like tsunamis. Because the idea of just seeing like a 40-foot wave, bro, just coming straight, like what are you gonna do?
Yeah,
you can't outrun the water.
That's it. Yeah,
as soon as that impact hits, everything's. Unless you're an Olympic swimmer, bro, which even I probably don't think they can survive that.
Yeah, no.
It's insane, dog.
Yeah, the power and the strength of just, like you said, Mother Nature's just, it's scary, bro, just to think. And it'll kill you with a smile on its face, pretty much.
Low key, bro. Like, and life just keeps going, which is the crazy part.
And yeah, I think for me, what I fear is tsunamis, bro. Just because I can't swim, and we live like literally like a couple miles away from the coast. You know,
If any of you guys
coast.
can come on the show and help Faven learn how to swim, we'd appreciate it. Because I've tried helping this guy, but he just doesn't want to learn.
I can swim underwater for 2 minutes.
No, you can't,
for 30
bro.
seconds. For 30
2
seconds.
minutes. Is what are you in the Navy, dog?
Yeah, but that's my fear, you know. And we've had a couple like. There's been times where I go to the beach and like the water just goes back a little bit too far, and I go, "Dude, it's it. This is it." That's like the scary
Let's get
part.
out of here.
When you see like the what do they call it? The what's that called? The surf. When it just backs up too much.
Oh yeah.
You know, you can see like you see some like watches and shit. You see shit that you don't see on
Low
the
key
surface. You know. And people like usually when they see stuff like that, they get amazed, right? They go straight over there and they think of it as treasure, but it's like that's the early warning sign of, dude, there's gonna be a big ass wave that's about to hit you in like 10 to 15 minutes.
You know, all the surfers are all excited.
Yeah, all the surfers
get all wet for that shit.
Sir, here in Cali. But yeah, my lady, she really does have like a, bro, like she's almost looks like a chihuahua, like, you know, if you can picture a shaking chihuahua.
Yeah.
You know, whenever like anything shakes, you know, sometimes I even fuck around too, and like I shake my foot and I make it seem like it's an earthquake.
You're fucked up, dog.
You know, just to, you know, get some shit.
Well, because obviously that's the main one we have here in California, like the, you know,
the big one,
the big
happening.
one, the San Andreas Fall and all that stuff going on. But even like I don't know if it might have been like 2008, 2007 when we had that big like 6.8, 7 point something magnitude earthquake that hit.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, bro, like the house shaking, dog, like, or around there. I can't remember, bro, but I remember we had a big one, like, and even not that long ago. I think a few years back we had another big one.
I remember there was a big one in like the 4th of July. I was working like at the hospital, and then like you could see like the chandelier just shaking.
Oh, that's scary.
Crazy. I think it was like a 6.2 or something like that.
No, it was like a 6.8, dude. It was big.
Oh shit, yeah.
Because I think it hit. I think that's the one that hit Thailand, if I'm not mistaken. One of that one, or I can't remember exactly where. But then obviously that just came over here. But it's crazy to me, bro. Like, even when we have like the baby ones, and the next day, oh my God, on Facebook and Instagram, everybody, did you guys feel that?
Oh yeah,
Earthquake did, and I'm like, bro, I didn't feel anything. I slept right through that, bro.
Uh-huh.
And it's always funny because as soon as anything shakes and you're like, oh my God, earthquake. And then everybody's like, it's a San Andreas Fault, bro. It's finally happening.
Time. Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, bro. Like, the thought of like just the core splitting, dog, and just cities falling into that shit, it's insane to me, bro.
Yeah, I mean, and it happens, bro. And the last time it happened was, I think, at the I'll look that up.
I think it was 87.
Let me see.
I might be lying.
Let me ask our researcher, but
yeah. Jimmy, can you pull that up, please? Imagine, chill.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Say it.
Ripped.
Yeah, I think it was. When was it?
Says 1857.
Oh damn, I was way off, bro.
Just 100 years. No worries. Yeah, last time it hit, it was a 7.9 in Wrightwood in California. Big rupture, and it ate like 4 neighborhoods. Whoa.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. And then what's up with like the aftershocks, bro?
Well, that's for the most part that's what we get, because it's just what is it, tectonic plates shifting, from what I remember from science class.
Yeah. That
obviously create the earthquakes. And if you guys want to fact check me, go ahead. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But obviously, like, other areas get obviously bigger earthquakes, which obviously are very devastating because it does cause a lot of harm and a lot of destruction out there. Oh, yeah. So obviously we get like the second coming of it. So that's why ours are usually like, if you ever see one pass like 7 point something, then it's like, oh shit, like there's gonna be a lot of fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why for us,
like structural damage and all that. I think
the one that we had, which is the biggest one I think that I can remember, was like the 6.8 one. But I don't know if we've ever reached the 7s recently, which I'm sure we have, but I don't remember. It's just crazy because, especially I remember when we used to have them, like back when we were like in elementary school, bro. We would hide under the desk and stuff. Like,
oh yeah.
which I'm thinking, how is this gonna protect us? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the whole place collapses, like, I don't think these little desks are gonna. And imagine us too, big ass monsters, fool, just sticking out all sick.
I remember I never fit. You know,
it's crazy, bro.
Good old times. Good old times.
But I think also too, like when we get the wildfires, bro, like all that stuff that happened.
Yeah, that's what happened here.
Like 2 years ago, bro. Like,
yeah, man.
That was crazy, bro. Like I've driven past those neighborhoods. When I go to like Malibu and stuff, and it's sad, bro. Yeah. It's sad to see like there's just no more houses by the shore, bro. Like everything is just collapsed, and even like there's some houses where you see like spiral staircases. Just that's all you see.
Oh, I know, man.
And like even on the hills, like all the black where everything burnt. Like it's crazy, bro. How much people lost during like those wildfires, dog. But I mean,
yeah. For those who don't know, it's Big Dog's talking about that PCH, Highway 1 in California. And there used to be a beautiful place to, kind of like where like the sun hides behind the houses, it gives you a nice little shade and you see all these nice architecture, cliffside houses and all that. And yeah, man, all that shit's gone, bro. It's very sad. Very sad to see. Hopefully, they rebuild. They make it, bring it back to normal, but doubt it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I like from the last few times that I've driven by there, like obviously, you have like the natural disaster people that come and obviously clean up what's left, and I'm sure like a lot of the properties are being sold, and they're doing what they can, bro. But obviously, like shout out to all of them, for managing all that stuff and working day and night to clean up those streets, dog, and just hopefully everybody's getting the assistance that they can get. Yeah. But it is sad, bro. It's just crazy again because that was like a main road that I would always take back when I would deliver to Thousand Oaks.
Yeah, and they had it closed for a long time too.
Yeah, bro. And I remember one time when on it after the fires, you needed a special permit to drive through there, and I didn't know that. So obviously, like, because I think like I don't know if it was the army or whoever's like those fools were down there too. Obviously, keep an eye on all that stuff. Yeah. So obviously, they pulled me to the side. They're like, "Hey, do you have so and so paperwork?" I was like, "Oh, bro, honestly, I didn't know I needed that." I was like, "How did you get here?" I was like, "Oh, well, I came through the Santa Monica Lounge."
Just like how I came to the country.
Yeah. And they're like, "Oh, yeah, bro, like this is not permitted. Like, so like next time you come through here, like we're gonna have to fine you unless you get that paperwork." And I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." I was like, "My bad," like
not gonna fine me, but
so yeah, so like I think I was on that road maybe like 3 weeks ago. So now they're like obviously letting more traffic through, but it's just sad, bro. Like it's genuinely sad to think that like dozens, beautiful like $1 million homes that are just gone. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, thinking about it now, like me and my lady went on a trip to PCH specifically. We went to like, the famous like bridge and all that. I forgot what it's called. And we're trying to visit my my lady's like godfather, and it was funny because it took like 3 hours to get there when like it was only like a 20-minute drive, and we're like, what the hell's going on? And it was because the street's still closed. It's still to this day. So God bless all the people there. Hopefully they're getting all the help they need.
Even part of the Getty's Museum is like closed off and obviously tore down because the fire got to it too. So
it's insane.
That must be tough, bro. All that stuff that probably got just destroyed and shit, like irreplaceable stuff. It's crazy, man. Like,
yeah.
And it's to think, fool, that one fool started that, dog. Yeah. One guy started that shit, bro. Like, that's what's even scarier, dog. Yeah. Because I mean, could you even consider that a natural disaster? Like, well, I mean, I'm sure it is because of what it did, but like, I wonder because I think that fool ended up getting charged, or I think he got.
Yeah, I'm sure he got
pain.
I think I did see he got caught. He was a tourist from Florida or something like that. And, God only knows why he did it and what kind of punishment he's insane, gonna get. But, yeah, dude, I consider that a natural disaster because, like, naturally, like, the wind, with the winds and all that.
Especially because right next to the water, too, dog.
And it's crazy. It was just a recipe for disaster, like, with everything. And I don't want to get political or anything like that, but, it just sucked. It sucked. It was that was like probably one of the shittiest thing that happened last year. You know what I mean? But Something funny that like we've been having these wildfires for a long time too. I don't know if it's like the climate change or anything like that, but I have a funny story just to kind of living everybody up. You know what I mean? I remember like I think this was like 20. This is probably like what 2016. This was like the day after Chester Bennington died, the singer of Linkin Park.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. I was super sad, and I was working at a factory shop. I was working at a skylight manufacturing place called Kingspan. Shout out. Kingspan.
Damn.
Paid me every week. It was great. It was an awesome place, but they, ended up letting my contract go. Quotation marks. Ended up firing me low key. But I remember I was like super sad, obviously that Chester Bennington died. So like I worked with a couple young cats at Kingspan, and they always got high. They got high every now and then. And so I'd be smoking with them for a bit, and just kind of like letting, like
sick ass stoner,
just like relaxing too, like all the people that I never smoked with are probably gonna be shocked to hear that I actually smoked and not with them. But
we all mad right now.
We all mad. Smoking ain't that cool, bro. Anyway, but I remember the day after Chester Bennington died. I had the Rice Krispie that you and Manny took.
Oh damn!
The homie, bro. Manny. I had that half Rice Krispie. You remember that?
I remember that, bro. That was fun. That was a bad day. Because the night before we were hanging out in my garage. No?
Yeah, we were hanging out in the garage. I had to go.
We got blasted.
I didn't stay, but you guys stayed.
We got blasted from.
Yeah. How much was that Rice Krispie, bro? Like 1,000.
No. The Rice Krispie bar itself, I think, was 500 milligrams, and I think we took half of a half.
Okay.
So obviously,
a quarter.
So me and Manny took a quarter each. You took a whole half?
No.
Oh,
I shared it with one of the homies from there.
Oh, I was be like, damn, homie, whole half is crazy, dog.
But yeah. I mean, how was your experience with that?
Oh, we got because I mean I've never done that, bro. Like I've never been like a
edible and all that.
Edible like and all that stuff like. So it hit us hard, dog. Especially because I remember we took it around like 8. So we're like, cool, like we'll take it. We'll be by the time it comes down, we're chilling. I could take these foods home. Hell no, bro. I think we took it like around 7 or 8, and I think by like 9:30 it hit us. Fool. It took a little while to hit. And, bro, we stayed. I was high the next day still, bro.
Dang.
And I remember I had to drive this fool home because I think that's when he was still working at In-N-Out.
Uh-huh.
So, obviously, he was going in at 5 a.m. We left my house like at 1:30, bro. And I was like, damn, bro. I was like, I don't know how the fuck I'm going to take you home. And I don't know how people do it, bro. Like, driving high is scary, dog. So, that's why for me, like, I just stayed away from that shit.
Yeah.
But I remember even the next day, dog, I was like, bro, how am I going to get to work? Like, obviously, I was already, like, on the down, so I was chilling. But, god damn, bro, you just wake up with dry mouth, and it's just uncomfortable, dog.
Like a weird-ass little
And I remember Manny called out. I remember that fool that called it out because that fool couldn't go to work. Or they sent him home or some shit. Because I think his manager was just like, hey, bro, you don't look well. And that fool was like, yeah, I don't feel good. And I think they ended up sending that fool home. But I can't even imagine you, bro. I've never seen you do that.
Yeah, so to picture this. So I had this Rice Krispie, right? 500 milligrams. I wanted to take the whole half because it didn't look that big. But I was like, no, let me share some love with another homie of mine that works here, right? And so this also happened to be one of the like nastiest like air quality days because obviously due to California wildfires, like the ash was getting pushed over to SoCal. So just imagine this, bro. Shitty air quality, right? Ash in the air outside, and then you work in a factory that has no AC, right? It's hot as fuck, and then this idiot, me, taking an edible after like running. I remember I raced somebody too.
Damn,
like
and this is before you started drinking water, bro.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Shittiest diet ever of all time, right? And I remember giving one of the quarters to one of my homies. He ate it on the spot, and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna wait," But I remember he's like, "Dude, did you he came to me like before lunch. He's like, "Hey, dude, did you take it? Dude, I feel so fucked up. Like, was that shit laced? You know?" And I was like, no. I mean, I got it from my friends, right? And he's like, "Dude, I don't know, man." And he went to go like hide in the bathroom, I guess. And I don't know why that made me want to take it. I should have like definitely like thrown it away after that. But I ended up eating it. And then I raced some food out in the parking lot, went on lunch, and then when I came back, that's when it started to hit me, bro. And I was like, holy damn. Everything started going in slow motion. You know what I mean? Like, and then I remember like sweating a lot, bro, because obviously it's fucking hot. And then people looking at me too, like, "Hey, wey, ¿estás bien?
Low key,
¿Estás bien?"
bro.
There was a guy that sounded like just like Juan Gabriel, and he was one of my homies. He's like, "Hey, wey, no te ves bien. Vete a sentar. Déjale hablo al patrón." And I was like, no. But like,
oh, scared.
for me, I was like, in slow motion, right? No, right? And so I was like, voy a ir al baño. And then I went to the restroom, and I thought I was there for like hours, bro. I felt like hours. And I made myself throw up because I was like, fuck this. Like, maybe if I throw up, like, the Rice Krispie won't be as effective. But I was definitely wrong.
Too late.
It's in my blood system. It's in the bloodstream. And then these who started looking for me in the bathroom. And I was like, no, I'm good. I try to like really like fucking like project myself, like
focus.
Try to stand up straight. I was like, no, I'm good. But like I was like, everything was still in slow motion. I was high as fuck. Couldn't feel my feet. Couldn't feel nothing. And I was like sweating crazy, right? So up until the point where I was just like, fuck, I gotta go home, bro. It was like 12. We're usually off at 2. But I was like, fuck this. I'm going home. And so I gave the keys to my cousin because he was working with me at the time. And I remember I was like, "Hey, dude, here are the keys. I'm going to walk home." And I live, Kingspan was like, if you guys are from Santa Ana, it's like on Warner. And I lived in fucking like First Street. So that's like.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's like 3 miles, I think. It might be 2 miles, right? Like, but I was determined to walk it home. Right? I was like, I could walk on my own 9 minutes. Like, it should take me like 20 minutes to get home.
So, yeah, speed walker over here. Damn.
But I remember giving the keys to my cousin, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna walk home." And he was working. He's like, "What? What do you mean?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna walk home. Like, I don't feel good. I'm going." And then I didn't give a fuck. I just gave him the keys and I left. And I remember walking outside trying to get a breath of fresh air, but I couldn't because
of all the air,
because of all the ash.
All the ash.
And so I was like, "Fuck, man! Like, I'm fucking dying." Like, this is where I thought to myself, like, "Dude, I'm fucking dying. I'm gonna die today. I'm literally dying." And then I started walking, towards my apartment at the time, and like, dude, I felt like I was floating.
Like for me, I always try to stop it from hitting me. And then I guess it just hits me twice as hard, bro.
Yeah, that's true. That's
because
what
I
they say.
start laughing. Our sites, like, as soon people will know, because like especially when me and Manny take it, that fool starts to giggle and I start smiling, bro. And then I can't stop laughing, dude. So man, that night that we took it, we were chilling in my garage, obviously. So we got the cool air. We were chilling inside. I couldn't even imagine you, bro, in the hot, because that day was hot too, bro. Yeah. Obviously because of the fires. But I can't even imagine what you were going through, dog.
So I was still on my way going home, and I was like in Holiday. So if anybody knows, again, I was like on Warner and Holiday, and I was trying to I was trying to find a route to get home, right? And I was gonna end up taking the bike trail all the way up, and then like make a left to go to my house. But I ended up like stopping at some house in Holiday. I tried to find the house and I'll post it on our Instagram post. But I ended up stopping at somebody's house, bro, like at their front yard, and they had like those like the grass, they had like a brick like garden or something like that, and I just sat down. I sat down for I don't know how long, and my phone was at 1%. I had an iPhone 6, and those were notorious to like die all quick.
Yeah.
And for some reason, my iPhone 6 was not dying. So I ended up hitting up my cousin and giving him the cross streets, and I was like, "Hey, fool, I'm over here. I need help.
Scoop me yo, fool.
Because, bro, I was surprised at one that the iPhone was still alive, right? So I was like, I was super desperate. And it ended up dying shortly after that. And, like, honestly, bro, I felt like I was dying.
I can't even imagine, fool, especially because, like...
And I think I was probably heat stroking, too.
That you were probably dehydrated, fool, because I'm telling
Everything
you get, like... At least for me, bro, when I've done that shit, like, it gets my mouth so dry, dog, and I get hungry and hella thirsty, dog.
So after my phone died, you know, with this fucking stupid ass weather with the wildfire and all that, after my phone died and I just kind of like laid down and just accepted my fate, not only was I confessing all my sins, right?
Diosito, por favor, güey.
I was just like crying, right, and all this. And this, I guess the owner of the house, this fool's like walking his dog or something. And he comes up to me. And it feels like I have like the fisheye lens. Like that's what like my vision looks like.
Yeah.
And this guy was like close to me, like looking at me like,
hey, fool, you alright?
Hey, estás bien? And I don't even know what he said. But this fool ended up just giving me like a cup of water.
Sick ass.
And I drank that shit all sick, and I just
laid back down. You just died again?
Laid it back down, and then my cousin ended up coming, like I think like a few minutes later, and then he saw me, and I was like super happy that he was there, and then he said that I was like whispering a lot, but I felt like I was yelling. But
yeah, I mean, because your senses like that just get all weird, bro.
Yeah, and he was like, "Fool, I couldn't hear what you were saying." I was blah blah blah, like you were saying this and you started throwing up, and I was like I don't even remember. And guess what this fool did too?
What did he do?
Took me back to work. Took me back to work.
Dad, you couldn't even go home, dog?
Nah, didn't even take me home. And apparently, I guess my bosses thought I was having a heat stroke. I probably was. I'm not gonna lie. So they ended up just like sitting me in a fucking like.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you,
room full of AC.
You were probably just dehydrating, and then especially because like air quality was so bad.
Yeah,
you probably thought you were like suffocating or some shit, bro.
And I was high as fuck too, but I was more worried about the high.
Well, yeah, bro, especially if you took, because I'm telling you, bro, that's why I feel like a lot of people don't do edibles because they don't know how it's gonna hit them.
Yeah,
but I mean, if you took half of a handful, it's gonna definitely hit you, dog.
Yeah. It's like 250, right?
That's a.
Or I don't know if it's still 500.
No, it's 125.
125.
Yeah, 125, which is a lot, bro. I don't think you realize. Like, me and Manny, when we did like edibles prior, we were doing like
10,
5-10 max, fool.
Yeah.
And you're just casually doing 125, perro.
Yeah. So that was a good day, and that was like obviously something I remember every time there's a wildfire. Just kind of gives me like PTSD.
You're like, time to get high, homie.
Time to get high.
Sick ass fool.
Yeah, and you know, that's just a funny story, just to living it up. You know what I mean? But let us know if you guys have any like horror stories about any like experiences you've had. I know a lot of people travel across the world. You know, they face blizzards. You know, that's technically
that's crazy too.
You know, a natural disaster. You know, did you see like where the airplane literally flipped on its back?
What? When?
Like last year.
Oh no!
It was like in Alaska, and like the wind was so hard that like it made the plane flip.
Oh damn!
Upside down, like on the ground though. But
I thought I was like, well, I'm sure they can control that in the air.
Yeah, and it's yeah, man, it's Mother Nature, dude.
It is scary, bro.
It's
especially
scary.
Because like I've been in Texas to visit family when like we had warnings of tornadoes. So obviously, like what they do is they get like mad like sandbags, and they cover like the bottom of the doors and all that, like the and all the stuff to make sure like I don't know if it was a tornado or like a sandstorm or something was gonna happen. But it's crazy, bro, because they go to the stores are crowded, everybody's panicking, getting all these sandbags and making sure everything's getting taken care of just for nothing to happen, you know, which again, regardless, you know, you're like, oh, cool, like we're safe.
Yeah.
But now we got to put all these fucking sandbags back and all that, you know, so.
You have a spot. Do you remember like a couple years ago during COVID? I don't know if that counts as a natural disaster. What do you think? Pandemic?
I mean, I don't think so. I think that's.
But a funny thing, like, it's kind of like people are wired, like, if it is a natural disaster. Because I remember, like, people hoarding toilet paper. Do you remember that?
I do remember taking it. I don't know why they would do that.
hoarding toilet paper. I guess you need to keep your ass clean, bro.
Oh yeah, but I mean, I get it because people were definitely like staying at home, but yeah, that was pretty excessive.
Yeah.
If you were one of those people, talari.
Yeah, and I never took advantage of like that freeway where it was like no cars in the street because I
Well,
was still
for us
working.
at work, it was beautiful,
Yeah.
dog. We were hitting all the clients on time. All the clients were all happy.
Yeah.
And as soon as everybody came back to work, they were all mad at us. I'm like, fool, there's a whole pandemic going on.
Yeah.
You're over here being
Yeah.
all dramatic.
Believe it or not, at this time, I was scared to still drive on the freeway around that time. So, like I said, I never took advantage of those freeways that had no traffic, no cars in the streets, right? Because I was a security guard, so I would still be working, obviously. And I was deathly afraid of freeways, but I should have taken advantage of all that good stuff.
Nah, but you're not going to learn anything if the freeways are empty. It's
Well,
just,
not,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
now I just fucking...
That's what I'm saying. I just zipping through that, bro, with your sick-ass thing.
Sir, but yeah, let us know if you guys have any of those same common fears. You know what I mean? Whether it be tornadoes or anything like that.
Yeah, let us know if you guys ever actually experienced anything crazy like that. You know, like life changing. You know, because obviously for us, we've been, thankfully, you know,
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing too crazy that we faced. But obviously, if any of you guys have gone through that and want to like let us know in the comments, like if you guys are open to share that with us, cool. If not, it's all good.
Yes, sir. And as we wind down, like I said, we want to give you guys a special appreciation. You know, this is episode 10.
Big 10,
You know
bro.
what I mean?
That's crazy.
And it's, long time coming, right? Never thought we'd even make it this far. Never even thought we had any listeners.
Yeah.
But, we appreciate every single one of you. Like me and the big dog said, there might be some very big special news coming in the next episode. We'll keep you guys posted. Follow us on all our socials at anything_evil. It is a big, crazy news just to start the year. It's insane.
It is exciting. And if you guys made it this far into the show, drop a little snowman in the comment section.
Oh, there you go.
To let us know that you guys actually, are hearing our episodes. And obviously, like again, we've said prior, we're going to take care of those day ones. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the weekly listeners. I know a lot of you guys reach out to me and, always give me little snippets of what you guys are hearing. So thank you for that. And like Fabian said, hopefully, we are able to share the news that we're obviously got to keep quiet for as of now. But we're excited. I know Fabian's excited.
Yep.
Hopefully, that can take us to the next level. And again, without you guys, we wouldn't be here. So thank you. And yeah, bro.
Yeah. I think I had something else. And again, so again, stay tuned for next week. We got our first guest, my older brother, big tall dude. He's a teddy bear though.
Scary looking dude.
Hell
yeah.
But he's nice though.
Yeah,
he's
super
chill.
cool guy.
Good heart. So stay tuned for that. I'm excited to learn something new from him. So we'll see what we can dig out. This is gonna be literally what this podcast was built for. Was to interview these guests.
we'll get back to being serious, bro.
We're going to get back to getting serious. And, we're going to learn something from our guests, and then we're going to, kind of educate ourselves and you guys as well, learn something from us, from them, and all that good stuff. And again, open invitation. Anybody hearing this, please let us know if you want to pop in and be a guest on this Anything Evil podcast. We could do Skype, Zoom, in person. We can meet you. Sky's the limit, And if anybody wants to talk, we want to hear it, So please let us know. Message us, DM us, comment, all that good stuff. And that's pretty much it for me. Signing off. Have a good one.
Peace.